Oh, okay. Ala ishaanza. Just a sec. Juu ona nikiweka hapa napotea.
I woke up feeling like this. Right now.
Concepts that I and my friend Aizo Wagwan.
Yeah.
So me and him are going to play around with a concept that I'm sure you guys have seen sometime online with very famous YouTubers. Now we're going to play with, what's the word? Exposure. Masking is the word. Where we'll have a number of him everywhere on the set right here. This is the big set. One guy will be right here taking the photo. That's a good friend of mine who's also called Gidi. Just say hi. So that's Gidi. My back to focus. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to be with Isaac right here. Setting up, we'll have one guy taking a photo right there. And then we'll have one of him seated right here. Two of them actually. One of them using a computer. The second guy trying to enjoy him. The guy who's seated now on the set right here. How will it go? And a few things I think you guys might learn or love to enjoy. Let's see. Isaac, what do you feel about the whole shoot?
I'm nervous. But
the concept in itself, do you think it's something you would love to?
Yeah, definitely. Masking.
Nephews wakikuja home, so unaweza cheza na hiyo stuff hata. Your nephews, your friends.
Wanaweza cheza. Hata wasi hapa mtaani wanaweza fanya hii stuff.
Ndio.
Like something inakuwa creative. You can do your own thing that is creative.
Yeah, when you
kama any photographer, anybody.
So,
photographer.
Oh yeah, he is.
A cinematographer.
So what's the difference? You make us feel like those are very heavy words.
I'm just cinematographer mkubwa.
Okay. To assume. Ona.
Cinema.
Okay.
Kwa cinematographer mimi photographer. Mimi mtu wa like wanatongaje? DOP
nini?
Director of photography.
Oh, okay.
Production.
Heavy words.
Pale end credits kuna pangana.
Zile majina zina dropping.
Photography. Director of photography.
Okay.
At the same time I'm a director.
He's a director as well.
Script director.
So wait, you create content.
I can write a script, I can direct it.
So you're 4 things in one.
Bado sijamaliza.
Oh, there's more.
Mimi bado ni editor. Mimi bado pia ni gaffer.
What's a gaffer?
Gaffer ni like mzee anacheza na lighting.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So lighting, concept,
basic lighting, lights, reflections.
Cinematic lighting, wachana basic lighting.
Si ati torch ya kufungua.
Basic lighting ni kufungua tu dirisha bado.
Okay.
Unacheza na kuna backlights.
Yeah.
Kuna na key light, kuna na fill light.
Okay.
So hiyo ndio vitu mimi hufanya. At the same time I'm a sound guy.
What?
Sound person.
Yo, unafaa upe. Wait, I thought
lapels mic.
Hizi zile zenye
wireless.
Oh, okay, kazi zile za church like wireless microphones ama.
But hizi ni wireless.
Okay. Mtu anaanza YouTube for the first time.
In hizo mics.
Cheki Aizo tupeleke pole. Sisi ni newcomers YouTube. Mtu anaweza fanya nini akwe na microphone? Simple basic setup.
Budget.
How much would that be?
Kuna kwangana lapels za 40k.
40k bro, sijakula lunch niko na so kwa mfuko.
Lapels ni 40. Simu siku hizi zinakuwa na sound recordings and whatever, you can record your sound.
Oh yeah.
Phone, yeah. Okay. Unakuja unaweka quality, alafu unacheza na pia na editings huko.
Okay, so like
auditions, unaosha sound.
Okay, so it's basically a phone, a good computer, and lighting. What would you recommend?
Yes, lighting. Lighting unaweza buy hizi zinaitwa ngaje? Hizi ledge, hizi inaitwa hizo lights.
Hizi ring lights.
Okay. Ring lights.
Oh yeah, these are TikTokers. Oh yeah.
Tunaanza na ring lights tu. Inategemea pia na content uko nayo.
Yeah. All right, so today that's Isaac. I think he's a man of very many levels. You've gotten to meet him. So let's do the shoot. Yeah? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, let's go.
Okay.
So that's the basic setup. We're going to be having Isaac seated right there, and you'll get the shit. I think you'll get the gist as it goes. And I think I speak for everyone when I say this. I feel like Isaac just took all the jobs out there. No one else has a job now. Alright, here we go. Alright, go ahead. 3. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you need to remember where your guy was seated so that you don't musigongane. You see what I mean? I don't have flowers. No, don't get him flowers. Get him money. Alright, here we go. It's done. It's done. That's the end of the video. You thought there was more? It's over. So yeah, we're going to hop on to. We're going to jump into the editing software, Photoshop preferably, and then you guys get to see how I play around with the whole edit style. Come along with me! Back, we're just going to jump into the computer so that I show you the process of how we normally play around with double, you guys call it masking, depends with what double exposure, or no, it's not double exposure, it's basically masking number of photos in one, as you guys saw us playing around. So let's just jump into Photoshop and let the whole teaching begin. So the first thing, we've just transported all of our footage into Photoshop. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the first two layers, the first two photos into our layer section. So you just select the section you want to edit, you press Ctrl C and then head over to the main layer that you want, Ctrl V to paste it, put it underneath. You're going to jump over, use your brush tool, not brush, eraser tool, and just increase the size of the brush to a reasonable size where you're okay with it. Okay, that's fine, I'm fine with that. And just rub it off. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to rub him into existence, the area where I want him to exist. So one thing I forgot to tell you, now you see the shot is not aligned. So what we're going to drop the opacity for this shot right here so that we see where he is and is clearly out of place. So we're going to align the original shot with that. I think that's clear, that's good enough. I like it. Bump it up to 100%. I think we have a clear rough idea of where he'll be. We're going to just rub him into existence. I remember the last time I was doing this using the brush tool, and it was quite a hectic and difficult because you did not know positions as to which extent. And if you made a mistake in terms of lighting, remember you need not to change anything. Lighting is to remain the same throughout the whole edit. So that I think I'd like what we have right here. It looks quite consistent. Now we're going to bring in the second shot where we do the same thing. We just Control C. You can notice that the lighting is not the same compared to this, and you'll see why I say it's very important to keep everything centered the same. I'm going to paste it there, Control V. I'm going to group these two layers. No, grouping does not do as much, but put it there, my rubber tool, and just rub away again. Do the same thing we were doing. That's good enough. And then now come to the top layer and now rub him into existence. Now you see what I mean. It's very clear that the tone here and here are not the same. So what we're going to do, I want to be very particular, basically masking out of that shot. And just rub away again. Do the same thing we were doing. Having done that, I'd say the photo is done. So that's the basic process. Put the images together, and then the topest layer you put it on top, rub it to make sure everything is seamless. Now it's very key and important that you consider putting the camera still on a tripod, and also be very, very careful with how you play around with the lighting. Make sure everything doesn't change. And if you're editing one photo, apply the same preset you put on one to this other one. Having said that, thank you so much guys for watching. Subscribe, don't do drugs, remember to talk to Jesus, and always remember to pray. Subscribe.